Hi, I'm Mark Schneider. You're watching Galaxies, and today we're doing some stuff in the dark. Why? Because it's Canada and it's winter and it's only like 7 o'clock. It might be pitch dark. If I turn my light away, it's pitch dark. It's only like 7 o'clock and I should do some more stuff. We have some rims here. So most places and stuff, they can only sandblast during nice warm weather temperatures. Well, I got some rusty rims here, and I got a sandblaster. We're going to try and do these rims up, because later on we got to do that. So let's see if we can get this working. Obviously I don't want to sandblast inside, because then sand gets everywhere. So we're going to try and set something up here. So as you can see there, that mostly worked. My big sandblaster mostly worked. It was working well and stuff. The reason for it that I was not able to finish these, and I have 2 more to do, I just didn't complete that night. Even though I did maybe, oh, let's guess, 6 months of research, trying to making sure that the air compressor that I just bought and spent a lot of money on would run the CFM, the sandblaster on the manufacturer side, on YouTube review sides, on all that. I kept looking up. It kept telling me I only need 6 CFM. So I got an air compressor that runs 7.5 CFM at what is it, 90 psi, and 6 CFM at 60 psi. So then that, no matter what, I always have 6 CFM. The air compressor runs out of air, and even with running one of my older compressors as a backfill to keep the main compressor still full of volume, it doesn't have enough to run that big media blaster. And it's kind of saddening, because a lot of the reviews and a lot of the things that guys are going off of and everything I look at are guys with money, guys who have already a big shop compressor, and they don't got to worry about that CFM versus the guy who's working out of his basement. Yeah, so I did the only practical thing I could do, because I blew that's an $800 compressor, and I can't afford to buy a 26 CFM compressor, which would cost me maybe 3 or 4 grand. Oh, my airline just moved, so my air tank's almost full again. Or the fact that that is like a $200 media blaster and stuff like that. It works perfectly. Once I have it, like if the tank's full, my backup compressor's full, my main tank's compressor's full, and the tank itself is full, I get about 10 minutes of solid, perfect, nice blasting. Problem is, 10 minutes and then having to wait 15 for it to fill all back up again another 10 minutes is not worth it. And even trying to minimize it, it doesn't work. So I think I'm gonna have to try with some different media, with maybe trying with the smaller media so I can have my gaps just a little bit smaller. On top of that, where'd they go with this cheap fix? It might work, it might not. If it doesn't, if it fails, well then learn from my mistakes that, you know what, this is just a failure. But I'm trying, because trying is how you make money. And you can lose a lot of money by trying as well, which I might have done, because like I said, that's an $800 compressor, that's a $200 to $300 media blaster. That was like I spent $50 on that sand that I just blew through on these two rims. That just didn't work out. Let's try this. Oh, my compressor's done, it's full, so it's sitting at 120 psi at 20 gallons of air. This, a little hobbyist media blaster. You, at most, because my compressor sits at 125 psi, it does say you do not want to put this stuff to a tank. I read the instructions. It says do not put this at over 125 psi tank. So we're running right at the max. Yay. I still haven't put an adapter on this. I haven't. As well as, this is just a little handheld with some very small, I think, silicone-based media. So we're going to try this because, well, I got to get this stuff done. I got to get these out so I can maybe... It is nice. It has a little air filter so sand doesn't come backwards in the line. It does recommend you put a shutoff valve here, but I'm not buying a shutoff valve because, yeah, I bought it for 15 bucks. I don't really care. So I hook. Not the best seal. I don't really care. Oh wow, yeah, that's got some air. Load this up with media. Very, very fine media. Oh, and I overfilled it. Yay, that's like money wasted. Whatever. And let's try this. How much media did I just go through? Ha! I went through half the thing and it didn't work at all. Oh look, it's just pouring through. And that's the thing too, if you're going through media just that fast, it's just, well, they sell those bottles for almost 20 bucks on their own, like, so like, now I can see why Canadian Tire's trying to just get rid of them, because they suck. Well, you never know until you try. That's always the rule. That just kind of sucks. I guess I should let you guys put this in the perspective of your own. You can see these are deeply rusted. That's all that did. Half, like more than half one of those little bottles. That's all it cleared up to, which is not good considering on our 10-minute sprees we got that much done compared to what it was before. So I don't know, maybe I'll just have to give this job back and just lose the money on it.
which sucks. You never want to lose money, but we'll see going forward. I have tons of stuff to do here and other stuff. We're gonna call this video a good old F. I used to be really good at sandblasting, and like that 20-gallon tank I used with Zombie Body Shop, that 20-gallon tank works great. And like I said, if I can run the proper CFM, so like I'm probably now looking more closer to something like, because now I started talking to some more guys and stuff and setups and their shop setups and stuff. They run morely closely, like a few home-based shops run closer to 26 CFM. Which 26 CFM is pretty good. Mine doesn't. Mine runs at a good 6 to 7.5 CFM. This is what it's like to be the starter in the industry. Start getting all this figured out. This one, I need a better compressor. It means I gotta save up for $3,000 air compressor. By that point, I might as well. There's a piece of equipment that I really want for sandblasting, and it's worth it because I want to do restoration. So if I can do sandblasting for my own restoration, that's just way easier. I gotta look into it. I gotta see if there's some close guys, because that's the thing too. There's nobody close to me that does sandblasting. If there's someone close, it'd be a different story. Because that's the biggest thing. If you get a, like, especially if you bring in a frame, get the frame sandblasted, then you just immediately coat it, get it all nice and coated and everything like that. It saves you tons of work, tons of things. Like there's all those rust things that say just apply straight on the rust. Don't do that. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I'm gonna put my information out there. That's my opinion. See you guys in the next video.
I follow you.